3 New Orleans men have been indicted by a grand jury, charged with multiple counts of distributing heroin in what District Attorney Leon Gonitsaro's office described Friday, March 2, as a heroin network operating out of Central City. The men are members of the Byrd Gang, according to the DA's office. James Alexander Jr., 25, is accused of exchanging gunfire with 21-year-old Trajan Hughes about 3:30 p.m. August 25 in the 1900 block of Magazine Street. Randy Toki Hefner Calvine, 26, James Pooh Alexander, 25, and Chance Tuuna Skipper, 22, were handed a 4-count indictment Wednesday, the DA's office said. The indictment accuses the men of conspiring to distribute heroin on behalf of the Byrd Gang between October 1, 2015 and May 23, 2016. The document also names Timothy Timoth Jackson as a co-conspirator, but he was not indicted Wednesday, the DA's office said. Detectives with NOPD's multi-agency gang unit previously described the Byrd Gang as one of the most murderous gangs in town, during the 2016 prosecution of its former leader Gerard Gray. The indictment's second count charges Calvin and Alexander with distributing heroin on October 21, 2015, while the third charges Skipper with distributing heroin on April 8, 2016. Finally, the fourth accuses Alexander with distributing heroin on May 23, 2016. The indictments are part of a long-term investigation between the FBI, the New Orleans Gang Task Force, the NOPD Tiger Team and the New Orleans Police Department's 6th District. Members of this joint force arrested Calvine, Alexander and Skipper on March 1 at a residence at 2414 South Robertson Street in Central City. Investigators found 2 Glock handguns, an assault rifle and over 100 grams of marijuana in the home, Deputy Police Chief Paul Noel said in a press conference Friday. Criminal District Judge Paul Bonin, who unsealed the indictment, set Alexander's bond at $300,000 and the bonds for Calvin and Skipper at $200,000 each. Authorities believe members of the Byrd Gang have been engaged for months in a violent feud over narcotics turf with members of another gang based around the former Calliope housing projects, the DA's office reported in a news release. Charles Pettis died Sunday, February 18, 3 days after he was shot at Josephine and Magnolia Streets, the coroner said. In a press conference Wednesday, February 28, Commander Ronnie Stevens of the 6th District, which includes Central City, attributed a rise in violent crime to feuds between gangs. He did not specify the names of the gangs involved. However, in another press conference Friday, Stevens appeared alongside Noel, who specifically connected the gun violence to the Byrd Gang. Noel said he would not give details on the other gang involved in the feud over retail drug sales since NOPD expects to hand down more indictments to those members soon. Calvine, Alexander and Skipper had previously been arrested in association with a shooting on Magazine Street that sent 3 people to the hospital last August. Charges are still pending in that case. Alexander pleaded not guilty to charges including 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder on October 27, according to court records. Calvin faces charges of accessory to attempted second-degree murder. Skipper was booked with accessory to attempted second-degree murder, but a magistrate judge ruled there was no probable cause for that charge on October 4. He still faces a charge of obstruction of justice, to which he pleaded not guilty on November 17, court records show.